Hey, hey, we're back again. We need to go talk to Miss Viv over here.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Back again? How may I help you today?
So, where is Dion? And I thought Joshua absorbed Odin. It's the only things I'm like really confused about right now. Why is Goots the one? You know, Murdoch. Oh yeah. Why is his not grayed out like the rest? Is he alive? He's dead. It should be gray. Curious, curious what happened to Mid. I haven't heard from her in a while. I don't know what's up with this girl. Still yet.
Study it well, Clive. Very good.
The Croc. I know where he is. He's near that church where the people turn to ash. 10 of clubs. Van Mare. Quiet Sins. Ruin Reawakened. Red Dragon.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you
I
back
don't
so.
think we have. Yeah. We need 130 for the next.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
So
Anything catch
probably
your eye?
nothing here. I don't
Always
know.
something in there.
What do you make of them skies then?
You know when it's what? We should call back the scouts.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw
Instead of stuff in Cloud's room is
Did you see the
different.
pair that got hauled into tires? What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Oh, that ain't good. Go ahead and accept all these. So I got them on my radar.
Trouble with the ledgers.
Is auto stealing? That'd be crazy. What's up with Torgy?
note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? You need a rest.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
It seems the hideaway is...
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed, that, I believe, is a question of the fallen. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Lawsman,
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of East...
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Another hunt. Got our work cut out for
Is a
us.
storm coming soon?
Yes, little boy. There's a storm a-coming. Happy Sid, happy Clive, happy Sid, happy Clive, happy Sid, happy Clive. Sorry to check something real quick. Got a little distracted. Trying to walk without looking.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalamil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
All of them?
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I would say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
It was something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Alright, back to it. Clicking the wrong button. So I think this is where those 3 guys are for that one bounty. I know that we could start there. And then we got that large, what do you call it? And then here's where the Atlas is. Oh, that's where the bone pick is. Okay. What sucks about this is if you die, you have to like run all the way back there. Just takes kind of a minute. Still feel like there's got to be something over in this one area. We never did. Oh, okay, that's open now. Let's see where that goes. Let's do that. I wonder if this is open down here too. Nope, you're still blocked. That one's open. We'll start here. Oh, they've leveled up the enemies. Okay. Oh, thank you. I can't do it again. I did a lunge like after. While we're here too, I want to see. There's this little mansion over here. We never did find anything over there. To go. Go bug. Forgot about you. That was just the circle attack too. I bet the bomb did back here. Well, that's cool. How does that one work? Begin casting Mega Flare. Press the second time to execute spell. Right? very interesting. The Bahamuts are all kind of slow, but they seem good. I hate that I can only have 3 though, because I really like Garuda, so I don't want to take it off. Ooh. Never found you before. Alright, so we're gonna go up a little further. Alright. We haven't been here since the Garuda fight. Long time ago. Is this the gate? This one goes way back. There's gonna be something here. No? I feel like there's gotta be some type of boss fight here at some point. Remember this spot? Oh, there's one. Is it the bomb? Bomb? Yep. Here we go.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Bahamut! Nice try.
Bomb, babe.
Needed that.
Oh shit. You were easy. Bahamut makes things a lot easier, man. That's super overpowered. Literally a very hot rock. Fortunately, there are myriad uses for such a thing.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Got all of them? Nope. Figured there'd be 3.
That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
I don't know what the purpose for that fight was, I can't remember, but... It's a plus quest, so it's an important one. I gotta put on a hoodie, I'm getting freaking cold. So I was looking at the game and the what you call it, little title card, like when you're at the kind of home menu for the PlayStation, and it was saying that I'm only like 58% through the game, which doesn't seem right. Maybe it means 58% of like every. I feel like we have to be close to the end. I mean, I'd welcome not being close to the end because it's so good, but. This is a new area. Morning boom. Can't be that big. Oh, we got to fight, I think. Yeah. Got real quiet all of a sudden. So Great Grieger is actually a female. Grieger's a very manly name. I did not expect it to be a female. But it makes sense because they were saying Great Grieger's tits earlier. I was like, what? Oh, what's Primogenesis? That's a spell. I think it's like a legacy spell that Ultima would cast in the old game. In the older games, like Final Fantasy VII. Ultima was like the weapon, the like main bad guy boss weapon thing. Oh, that's a pod. Ring of the Marksman. Huh? This is the will damage of magic. What does that mean? The will damage. I guess it just seems like the damage. What are we gonna fight here? It's probably that unknown. Oh, it's a dragon. I bet it's that big dragon they were talking about. I don't know if we're ready. Yep. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen right now. There's no way to leave either.
Found her. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Holy shit. I got hit like once. Oh my god. That's crazy. He's gonna be tough. Whew. Alright, so one fight. I remember what that one was. It's a new one. Is Northreach that town? Yeah, okay, that's what that is. It must be just what their little wing of the quest is called. I can't remember what we needed to do with the Bomb Kings stuff. Oh yeah, it was the lady down in the...
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
So what's everybody looking at? That maybe our ship came back or something. Sparrow. here. Yeah, that's right. There you are.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds. All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Water distiller.
The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
What kind of magic?
Hold more?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right?
Nice.
Told you.
How many more?
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Nice. Assist necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Inventory increased. Nice. Ooh, cool. 6 more high potions. Nice. That's why you do the side quests, folks.